today's world, bankers are really looking for ways to drive that digital adoption for statements and notices for their customers. And you have to think about that customer experience, what's going to impact them. And access is one of those things today. We have access to so much through our digital devices. And so being able to go into an online banking platform on your computer, on your mobile device, and access those documents is a way to meet your customer where they are today. And they can still print it if they need to have that printed document. My mom will always want a printed statement, but she's going to look at it on her iPhone. And that's what we have to remember. Our customers are using digital devices today, but they may still want another paper solution, but they can drive that themselves through that digital statement. Bankers today don't really value statements. And that's one of the biggest challenges I have in the fintech industry is that bankers look at statements as something that is like an old check register. You know, you've got your deposits and your credits, and that's how they view it. It's sometimes ugly, it's sometimes pretty, but nobody pays attention to it. But if you talk to anybody who's in deposit ops, a bank teller, or a customer care call center at a bank, they absolutely will say, if it's late, someone's talking to them. If it's wrong, someone's talking to them. And if it's the complete wrong person, they're absolutely yelling at them. So it is very important. People are interacting. Their customers are looking at these documents, and it's sometimes at critical times in their life. So it needs to be a meaningful document. It's one of those things because bankers and even fintech, companies don't really see the value of a statement because you have so much access to data and online banking. But that doesn't always take everything and summarize it for that end user, that customer experience. And so they are looking at it, and it's a required monthly document. Why wouldn't you value it? Why wouldn't you make that a key opportunity to communicate to your customer? Banks can drive greater paperless adoption by making that the default setting when a new customer opens up an account. So if I have a savings account and I come in and I open a DDA account, making that the default option that I am enrolled immediately into a paperless statement or a digital solution for my statements and notices. But thinking about the customers that have been with you for a long time, banks need to have a really good plan on how to get those customers moved from paper to digital. And the one place that makes that very simple is online banking. So when you go into online banking, often settings are in one area for their online bank settings, and then statements are hidden somewhere over in the statement section. And it's because there's usually two different vendors managing those aspects of a bank customer's account. And so that disconnect is felt by the end user. So if banks can get their partners to work together and API everything into one settings area, you will increase that adoption. And again, if someone goes in, the default should always be digital because that's what the bank wants to drive. That's where people are accessing their day-to-day account balance. And so you might as well put documents there as well. So again, it goes back to have a good default plan and have a good plan to deploy that for your customers. Banks can take statements and really leverage them to communicate in a unique way to their customers. So you can take data-driven metrics and marketing to message on a document you already have to send by creating no additional work for your marketing team. They don't have to create and produce another document and send it out. They can take that statement, use managed white space, and if you have those data analytics for products and services that would help that customer, they can message directly on that statement. And if that customer opens it in an email and an online banking experience, or you use an open window envelope to deliver it, you've delivered a marketing message while also meeting your compliance needs. Designing a statement so it's easy to read. Some people read line by line, some scan. So understanding that there's going to be lots of different ways that people interact with a statement. Taking that a step further, besides just saying, here's where your account is over 30 days and giving them their debits and credits and their starting balance, ending balance, but looking at, could you give them more information? Have you partnered with fintechs, or have you looked at their transactional data that you could pass back their categorized spending over 30 days? Can you tell them, hey, you have typically 5 different subscriptions, this month you have 6, or 1 went away? Can you give back some other financial insights over one or the multiple accounts a customer has? You suddenly strengthen their confidence, their relationship, and you're making people hopefully make better financial decisions so that they can enhance their relationship with your bank.